Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's me Taka72 here, and in today's video, in this video guys, I wanted to discuss something with you, and this was something I saw recently from the Nintendo community, from fans and YouTubers, and a lot of things, and we all hope that this year from Nintendo would be one of the best years for the Nintendo Switch. But anyways, to the main topic, I want to discuss something about Nintendo Directs. As I said, this was a recent thing I saw from the community, and Nintendo Directs, like, we all know that they're like the big things for the company. Like, let's just say, as I like to call it, they're kind of like the icing or the cherry on top of the cake for Nintendo. Like those presentations were the most anticipated ones when it comes to either new games, old games, upcoming games, or big, huge announcements, or maybe updates with DLC. Like, there's a whole lot of things that are very anticipated for Nintendo fans, including myself. Last year in 2020, there wasn't any, and most of them, as I'm going through this list, were like Nintendo Direct Minis. Most of them partner showcases. Some games that were like have their own presentations, like Animal Crossing, Pokemon. Some of them Pokemon, Mario 35th, and also Monster Hunter, and the Super Nintendo World for Universal Studios. And a lot of them were like Indie Worlds, revealing a lot of indie games coming to Nintendo Switch. And lastly but not least, one of the big things from the Smash community, the Smash Bros. Sakurai presentation showing up DLC characters. Those I listed were the only things that came from Nintendo, and the last time we had a mainline Nintendo Direct was back in September 4th, 2019. That was like almost 2 years. That's like 2 years from the mainline Nintendo Directs. And I've been seeing a lot of questions asking that are Nintendo Directs officially gone for? Because we've been getting recently from Nintendo like trailers talking about like games, upcoming games, such as Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, and we also got the recent digital events talking about Monster Hunter Rise. These were like recent presentations that weren't mainline Nintendo Directs. I even saw from the community either predicting and guessing that this month there would be a Nintendo Direct, but I honestly doubt that, because I'm gonna let you know right away that the question that's saying that Nintendo Directs are dead is really, I guess I want to answer, is not necessarily. I did make a video back when the whole partner showcase thing was still like going on, and I did say that not necessarily. There might not be any sort of Nintendo Direct for 2020, and I was right. There was no mainline Nintendo Direct for 2020. For 2021, we all hope that this whole like pandemic and whole thing is gonna be over with, because we just want to go back to normal and, you know, just see more presentations, talking about big games, huge games, big updates, a lot. And the thing is that we might at least see, we might at least see one this year. At least one, or maybe three, or something like that. Plus, E3 might be happening this year. Last year's E3 was canceled, and there was going to be some big, huge announcement games, such as Paper Mario the Origami King at the time, but like I said, due to the pandemic, there was a whole lot of delays. And I know, Nintendo Directs are like the most biggest things from them, and I really wanted to see one. But if there's not going to be any sort of Nintendo Direct this year, then our only hope is either E3 or Nintendo Direct Minis. Because Nintendo Direct Minis, when we saw, like, usually whenever they do that, they usually show a message from the beginning before they went to the presentation. Plus, last year, the October Partner Showcase in Nintendo Direct Mini, it states that this was the last one for 2020, so there might be at least a mainline one this year. If not, then our only hope is going to be E3, and if there's not going to be E3, then I have no idea what else to say, because if we're going to wait that long for a mainline Nintendo Direct, then we might at least wait until either summer or fall of 2021. That's the best guess I can do. So in conclusion, guys, 2021, sorry for that long pause. I'm just trying to process my answer, but Not necessarily. Nintendo Directs are not necessarily dead. And Nintendo is still going to go for the mainline Nintendo Direct Minis, not the partner showcase, just plain old Nintendo Direct Minis and not just a mainline Nintendo Direct, then I would honestly be fine with that because, I mean, Nintendo Direct Minis, with this, if this whole pandemic still going on, then we might at least expect those kinds of things, instead of the whole mainline Nintendo Directs. As much as I want them, we're just gonna have to wait and see. So, but I want to know your guys' opinions down below of what you think about Nintendo Directs. Do you think there might at least be one this year? If not, do you think there might be one at least this E3? Or just let me know your opinions down below of what you think, because this was a recent thing I saw from the community, and I honestly do not necessarily think it's not gonna happen. I just think it might happen. We just don't know when or how they're gonna do it this time. But with all that out of the way, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember this, once a legend, always a legend.
Like a Hellcat.